So, why should someone choose narrative inquiry as a methodology? Well, historically, humans have created and shared stories to explain ideas they do not comprehend. We are all natural-born storytellers. While a story is typically a complete depiction of lived experiences, a narrative captures a particular segment of lived experience. Narrative inquiry is a methodology that inspires scholarly practitioners to blend research with one of the highest forms of human expression, storytelling. Qualitative research leans on the use of words instead of numbers for the analysis of research findings. It allows a researcher to focus on human actions and experiences through interpretation as they examine phenomena. Narrative inquiry gifts the researcher the privilege of telling the stories of others to make an impact in the field of study. Still, the researcher must avoid inserting their biases, beliefs, and baggage when interpreting data. For the findings to be trustworthy, it is essential to include the added step of a member check to ensure that the stories capture the truth of the interviewees or participants. Narrative inquiry is a methodology based on personal connections to social problems and leveraging participant stories to gain insights into the real problems. Be mindful of sharing participant stories without your interpretation and perspective overshadowing the authentic experiences of the participants. Varying data collection methods can limit some of the pitfalls of interpretation. Narrative data collection includes, but is not limited to, interviews, surveys, observations, artifacts, fieldwork, visual data, and more. The researcher can be imaginative and creative when seeking meaningful data that will accomplish the purpose of the research. It is recommended to use video recordings and a second pair of ears and eyes to ensure that the researcher's perspective is clear and data is not misinterpreted. What is most important when collecting narrative data is to be an active listener, a compassionate observer, and a person of integrity. Narrative inquiry is unique as a methodology as it focuses on understanding what it means to be human by inviting participants in a study to share their stories. As a scholarly practitioner, it will challenge us to use this methodology while rewarding us with the gift of capturing a glimpse into the hearts and minds of others. Telling stories was how humans initially explained phenomena and helped relieve fears of the unknown, although it was often grounded in myth and legend. Well, now it can be one way to examine and explain who we are as humans and how to address the problems we face in our practice with solutions grounded in research and the human experience. So, why should a researcher consider narrative inquiry as a methodology? It's simple. Because changing hearts and minds begins with sharing stories.